emasculate, implausible, impossible. Robert? Dear boy, at last. How did your Times interview go? Beautifully, I'm sure. Oh, and dear Mark, did you buy bales and bales of rare rock and roll records? Break. Everybody, you too, dear Mark, if you don't mind, let Papa talk to his playwright. Now, Robert, we have a problem to contend with before we begin reading that lobby full of girls. I'm not worried about them. We've been seeing splendid women. But, Robert, how are we ever to cast your blasted soldier? The boys you missed this morning, hopelessly endearing, incapable of expressing ugliness or aggression. This one boy, most promising juvenile in America, so we're told, terminally amiable. He read your paranoid, megalomaniac, drug-addicted, kill-crazed, religious, fanatic foot soldier as if it were a particularly cloying commercial for pudding pops. I let him beam his way through 3 lines, sounding like Mary Bleeding Poppins, before I blew up and said, no, young man, you're not here hosting a game show. You're out of your mind on LSD. In a screeching jungle, alive with enemy assassins. You're standing in the still steaming guts of a Viet Cong you've just killed, and you bellow anger and outrage and defiance at God. And our prize pup said, oh, and ruffled his bangs to indicate cosmic despair, and recommenced reading as if he were reciting Winnie the Pooh. Aren't American men trained to do anything other than charm? It's no wonder you brought Jack and Todd over to act in London. You've cornered your culture's last 2 ball-bearing males. Which brings us to business. Robert, I have been given the awesome duty of informing you that one of the boys we're seeing tomorrow morning is Todd. He's here. He phoned today, flew over from London, left the company at his own expense, and he's dying to read. Now, of course, I've no doubt he could do it. After 6 months over there playing the busboy, hearing Jack do the soldier 8 times a week. Of course, he's too young and too short. We'll have to reduce the furniture on his side of the stage to prevent him from getting a child by the rest of the cast. Oh, but he is an absolutely marvelous actor. I must say you can pick him. And I simply see no better choice. Robert, the point is, Robert, that although if the personal situation between you and Todd and Jack, and for all I know, dear Mark, is going to make it psychologically untenable for you to concentrate during rehearsals with Todd, then of course we will veto him, but I must caution you, he may be all we've got. Of course, there is that film boy coming from California, but who knows if he can do stage? How can casting such a great role be such a conundrum? How could an avant-garde playwright saddle me with casting a type which is apparently extinct? Robert, tell me. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Do I not hear that there is a William Inge revival currently afoot in this country? Well, will someone please tell me, where did they get the studs?